What up, YouTube? Welcome to my channel. I'm Anthony TV. Look, do me a favor, guys. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for me, man. Like this video and drop a comment if you got a comment. You already know I appreciate your support. Yes, that was me in the very beginning of this video, man, during my beer delivery days. Man, guys, I was going back and forth on whether or not I was even gonna make this video, man. I really didn't want to have to relive these moments and rehash some of these memories, but I do what I can for you guys out there. You see the title of today's video. Today, we're gonna be doing a day in the life of a beer delivery driver reaction, man. That's right, I'm gonna be reacting to this video. So for those of you that have never been in the beverage game before and you don't know what these guys do, get ready to see it today with me, man. So let's go ahead and tag along with this beer delivery driver, man, and see what he got going on. That's enough talking. Let's get into the video.
Hey, man.
I'm Jason.
Jason, I'm Chad. You ready to roll some beer with me, man?
Let's do it, brother.
All right, put your high heels on. Let's go, bro.
Let's do it, man.
I do love my job. I mean, this is one thing I actually do love doing. I mean, it's got its good days and its bad days, like any other thing, you know. You got.
All right, man. One thing I like what he said right there. He said he loved his job, right? But that's not what I like most. I love the fact that he said, like any job, man, you have your good days, you have your bad days. That's just the reality of it. Even in the food service game that I'm in, good days, bad days. Some of you guys out there will probably say the bad days outweigh the good, and I get it. For me, that's not necessarily the case personally, but I get it from some of you guys if you say it out there. But hey, that's with any job, man. You have your good days, you have your bad days. All right, let's get back into this, man.
Be a people person about it. If you get that good relationship with a customer, it's cakewalk.
Well, they're happy to see you when you get there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Everybody.
Hey, that's key what he just said. That relationship with the customer. The vendor and customer relationship is key in the business that we're in, food service and beverage. I know a lot of us don't necessarily see some of our customers in the food service game. We got key drops and things of that nature, but the customers you deliver to during business hours, it's good to have that good relationship with the customers. I'm not saying you gotta waste a whole lot of time, you know, having conversations, you know, 5, 10 minute, 20 minute conversations with a customer. You don't want that. But, you know, having a good personality, a good attitude, you'd be surprised, man, take you a long way. Not just in your work life, but just in life, period. All right, let's get back into this video, man.
It lights up when they see my face. So here comes the fun part. Finding a place to park. Come on, you can hop on.
Okay.
I'm gonna put you to work.
Hey, you guys already know, especially delivering to these customers during business hours, the parking can be a challenge at times, man. Luckily for me, I don't have to deal with that because I have a lot of, you know, key drops. Actually, all of my stops are key drops, so nobody's there when I'm making my deliveries. But during business hours, if you're on a route, you already know how the traffic can be. You know how some of these customer parking lots can be. That goes for beverage guys and food service guys. We all got to deal with it. Sometimes you gotta, you know, and us as food service delivery drivers, we want to get as close as possible to the doors we can to make our deliveries, but we can't always do that, right? So parking in this game, beverage and food service, sometimes can be an issue, man. Let's get back to the video.
I mean, that's what I'm here for.
You can put it anywhere right there, you know, just as long as we got room.
I mean, I'm moving beer on the weekends, just normally not this much.
But you only move it from here to here. That's as far as it goes.
Rolling them cases in, man. When I was a beer delivery driver, I was just like this driver right here. I was a bulk driver, so I did have an electric pallet jack. I had a lift gate, right? And the thing is, even with an electric pallet jack, when you work in your C stores, that's just short for convenience stores, by the way. It's just a term that is used in the vending world. When you work in a convenience store, you can't bring the pallet all the way inside the store, right? So you have to drop it outside the customer location and then run the cases in from the outside, right? And some of these coolers, man, and you're gonna see, we'll get to that in a little bit. You see what he's doing right here, man? He's making a display on the floor right here. They're stacking up cases on other cases, but they're sitting in the center of the store. And we used to have to do that a lot, man. So you'll see that.
Even though I'm working, I can enjoy the weather, and you'll always see me in shorts, even in the wintertime. Are you breaking a sweat yet?
Not yet. We'll get close.
You stay in here for another 5 minutes, you will.
Yo, how many of y'all know how to kick that dolly up under those cases, man? You tilt that case a little bit, or you tilt that stack just enough to kick your dolly underneath it. Super quick way to do it, man. Super efficient way to pick those cases up, man. That's one thing about delivering beverage. When you got your stacks stacked up like that, it's real easy to just lean your stack forward and kick your dolly underneath it. You get off running, man.
We need a police escort.
Alright, so you see he's in that cooler. You see how small that cooler is? Some of these coolers, man, you barely can fit through them. If you a bigger guy and you go into some of these narrow coolers out there, you guys know what I'm talking about. If you in the beer game, you're gonna have some issues getting into some of these coolers. But as you can see, man, these guys have to put the product on the shelves too. So they're not just making deliveries, they're putting it up. And that was one of the major cons in the beer delivery game. In the beverage game, you actually have to merchandise and put that product on the shelves, man. And it's not fun at all. You beer delivery guys, beverage guys, y'all already know it's not fun. Let's get back into it.
Probably call and get us one.
I'm sure you probably could.
Most days you're off by early afternoon.
Yeah, most days, like Wednesday, I had 11 stomps, 985 cases. I started at 3:30, got done at 3:30, so I put in a 12-hour day. My grandpa, he worked for Coca-Cola for right at 35 years, I think.
So just like food service, beverage guys are very similar when it comes to the shift and the times that they work. Like you heard him say, he worked a 12-hour shift, started from like 3 or 3:30 a.m. and got off 3:30 p.m., right? A 12-hour day. You know, that's very similar to food service drivers when it comes to the times that we actually start our routes. Let's get back into it, man.
Tank, and he worked from the ground up, being sweeping the floors to what it was today.
Right.
So I kind of feel like I'm kind of carrying on his legacy a little bit, you know. Keep on going like you're going into the door. There you go. All right, now raise it. Start turning.
Raise it.
Whoa!
You learn.
If you want me to help you, I'll be glad to.
Man, them Dollar Generals, man. That's all I'm gonna say about Dollar Generals. Hey, let me hear you in the comments, beverage guys. How y'all feel about the Dollar General accounts, man? Man.
Well, I'm enjoying learning it.
Busch Light in Lincoln County is liquid gold. Everybody wants hot beer.
As a consumer myself, I understand. Now I'm rethinking wearing pants.
Stacking that product up, man. You guys see the Coors Light cases. That was me. Budweiser delivered the Bud Light and all that. Michelob's, I think. Me, I was delivering the Coors Light, the Miller High Lifes and stuff like that. And sometimes these guys take up space that's not theirs in these back rooms and the coolers too, man. You Budweiser guys, y'all used to take some of my space in the back room in those coolers, right? For you guys that don't know, so in these coolers, we have designated areas where we have to put our inventory at, right? That's just product that's left at the store that the clerks and the salesmen or merchandisers, they put up later, right? They stock the shelves during the day. So each vendor has their own designated space. Sometimes these Budweiser drivers, they'll take up some of our shelf space or take up some of the space in the back room. You guys know what I'm talking about, where we keep that inventory at, man.
Remember, when you go up that ramp, go backwards.
Okay.
Unless you want to dump the beer.
Do not.
Now, what made you want to do what you're doing now?
So, I always loved politics. You know, studied civics in high school.
Hey, real quick, man, I like this guy, the driver, that's actually, you know, showing the other guy what to do, man. I could tell he would be a good trainer. And that's one thing about doing this type of job, or any job for that matter, man. This is one piece of advice I want to give people that's training in a training position. Look, when you're training somebody that's doing something that 9 times out of 10 they've never done before, one key trait, one key thing that you have to have is patience, right? I see people in the comments all the time talking about what type of trainer they had, and some of them even quit because the trainer was just that bad and they didn't want to be trained by this person, right? Now, I wouldn't necessarily say you should quit. You should probably go to management first to see if they can, you know, make some changes and put you with a better trainer. But again, I've actually seen people in the comments say they quit because of the trainer. Look, training is very important, man. Showing somebody how to do something that they've never done before, you have to expect them to make mistakes. It's just gonna happen, right? And so if you're somebody who's training another individual and you don't have the kind of patience, you shouldn't be training, period. In CDL trucking school, same thing. We had instructors that would go crazy on students. At the CDL school I went to, I can remember on a few occasions where the students actually went to the front office and complained on the instructor because of the person's attitude, man. You miss a gear, oh my God, you're gonna hear about it, right? And I'm talking cuss words and everything. You guys already know, you know what I'm talking about, all right? And as a new student, as somebody that's just learning how to do this, you can't act like that, man. That's gonna make that person nervous. They're not even gonna be thinking about driving. They're gonna be thinking about you snapping on them, and you going crazy on them, man. So you gotta have patience if you're an instructor, if you're a trainer, and you're somebody that's showing somebody how to do something for the first time. Look, man, have patience. If you don't have patience, don't be a trainer. Don't be an instructor. Don't be somebody showing somebody else how to do something. All right, that's my piece of advice. Let's get back to the video.
In college, decided I was going to get a degree in political science. Thought I wanted to be a lawyer. Loved working in campaigns. Loved getting other people elected. Never thought I was going to be elected, or if I was, it'd be later in life, you know.
Yeah.
Then my mother got elected as a county commissioner here. She's the first woman ever elected in Lincoln County.
Congratulations.
To that position, so helped her do that, which was pretty cool. Now I'm the appropriations chairman, so I spend $25.5 billion annually on your behalf. We try to at least spend the money in good places, roads, schools. You know, you work hard for your money. It's your money we're dealing with. It's my money. I pay taxes too.
Right.
So we want to be good stewards of it.
Well, I'm making you look good. That's a plus.
Well, it is.
Well, it's almost beer 30.
Hey, hey.
Y'all see that stack, man? How they just stacking that thing up perfectly with those 12 packs. Got the 12 packs right there. You got some 24 packs in the back. Oh man, you got the 12 pack bottles in the back. Man, this jump bring back so many memories, guys. I didn't like this job, man. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. Let's get back to the video, man.
I don't want to drive forever because I'm not getting any younger.
Right.
I don't want to make it a point to where now I want to retire there. As long as I'm happy, that's all that matters to me.
All right, man. So he said, look, he not getting any younger. He don't want to drive forever. And I'm sure a lot of truck drivers, you guys probably feel the same way. I know there are guys that have been trucking for 30, 40 years, man. I see some of these OTR drivers. That's not what everybody want to do in this trucking space. You know what I mean? It's a short-term, semi-long-term thing for a lot of us out here. I'm talking, you know, maybe 10 years or less, 15 years tops for a lot of people. A lot of people don't want to be in trucking for that long, man. And so, you know, I respect that. I respect whatever decision you want to make with trucking, whether it's short term or long term. Let's get back into the video.
Because if it gets to a point where you waking up and you're dreading the day and it stays like that for a while, it's time to move
Time to do something else.
Yeah,
That's
time to move
exactly.
on.
Ooh, I like what he just said right there, man. That's so important. Hey, man, when you get to the point to where you dread going to work, it's time to leave, man. It's time to go. It's time to do something else. Don't go to a job that you hate. That's so important, man. So important. And a lot of people do that. And a lot of you guys, you bring it to work with you, right? Like, you already frustrated, you already upset because you're going to work. Then when you get to work, you already have an attitude. So you snapping on everybody you talk to because mentally you already like, man, I hate this job. I freaking hate this job. So if anybody out there say anything to you about the job, that's gonna trigger something in you, all right? And like you said, man, at that point, it's time to go. Go find you something else. I don't care what type of job you're doing. Mentally, physically, it's not healthy, all right? Let's get back into the video.
Before I got into office, that's how I got in the fire department. I was covering it for the paper, and they asked me to cover a training burn. I found out I liked it. It gives you a whole perspective on everything, you know, because you just, until you experience it, you just don't know.
Hey, real quick, what the other guy said right there, until you experience it, you just don't know. And a lot of people get in the comments and they talk about things that they have never experienced before, man. And I've actually said this on the video in the past, man. Like, if you don't have any experience on something and you just be making all these type of comments like a lot of people do, look, man, you have to experience things for yourself sometimes and not necessarily just go with what somebody that has no clue on what they're talking about. They're just throwing out stuff, all right? Sometimes you have to experience things for yourself to see how it really is. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
I could do it like a snow angel, but it'd be a water angel. I mean,
there's a lot of strange stuff happens here on a Friday.
Follow me. That way you don't get in that water.
Did it twice.
All right, man. That's it. That's all she wrote.
It's been fun. I've
hope
enjoyed
so.
it. Yeah, no, it has been. Sure you don't want to go straight to the water?
No, I don't.
Hey, right here, he's showing you guys how to pull 2 dollies, man, or more, right? You can do it like that, or you can turn that top dolly the other way and do it like that too. But yeah, man, so that, you know, that's a good little way to move multiple dollies at one time. Some of you guys, a lot of you guys, I'm sure y'all already know that, man. But we almost finished with the video, man. Let's go ahead and finish it up.
You broke a sweat today, huh? Yeah.
All right, guys, so that's the end of the video, man. Look, hope you guys enjoyed it. Shout out to all the beverage guys out there. Beverage, just like food service, it's a tough job. I personally think beverage is harder than food service. That's just my opinion. And I'm actually in the minority because I made a post about a week ago and I asked you guys which one was harder. And most of you guys, the majority of you, I think it was like 68% said food service is much harder than beverage. So I'm in the minority with my opinion, but I'm still sticking with my opinion. That's how I feel. Hope you guys enjoy your day, and look, I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all take care.